Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Link. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And first of all, I want to thank you all for all your condolence messages. Thank you so much. We are still recovering from this irreparable loss, though. But thank you so much. And I think it's in a row that I'm hearing all the demise news somehow in my circle, in my community. So really disheartening and very sad also, but that's life, and everything goes on and nothing stops. So that's why I'm right here in front of you all. I hope you all are doing well. And when I'm making this video, we have just gotten over with the lunar eclipse, the first lunar eclipse of the year 2025. A lot of energy is playing out, and astrologers cannot be apart from all this. You know, the impact has to be felt by each and every one, every human being on this planet. So I have been experiencing a lot of upheavals, changes, and highs and lows in my life. But I'm sure that you all are by my side and you're praying for me constantly. Thank you so much. And I'm experiencing quite a lot of energy, positive energy, already from your side. I'm really very, very grateful and very, very thankful for all your lovely wishes and prayers and condolence messages. Thank you. Thank you so much. So what am I going to be discussing today? I will be sharing with you my insights because I could not do the videos in between, and I am sure you all understand. So I will be explaining as to how the energies have played out with the first lunar eclipse, because I could not do the video. So you can just write for all the 12 zodiac signs. Firstly, I will be sharing my insights on the same because Mercury has also gotten retrograde. I hope I am audible and clear. Thank you so much for being here and passing all your wishes again. Thank you so much. So then in the latter half, or maybe the latter segment, I will be sharing my insights on the 29th of March, the planet positions, the planetary positions, which is going to be taking place. That is the clustering of planets. It is a cosmic reset, actually. Whenever there is a lot of energy, you must understand there is some major change or overhauling which is going to take place, the churning. So we should not be dreading all this. Whatever is happening, it is going to be only impacting the ones who are in the dasha of a particular graha, which is forming a connection with that particular zone, especially. So we have to see the nakshatras, we have to see the planets which are forming connection in the Pisces sign and Virgo sign. I'll be explaining that why Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, as well as Virgo sign and Pisces sign, they all are getting impacted. So wherever these signs are, in those zones, you will feel high on energy. And there can be some confusion or some kind of illusion that you, or maybe some confusion which can lead to wrong decision making. So when there are retrogrades, there are these kind of energies floating in the sky. So it's best to just get into the spiritual realm and leave everything onto the divine. That's the best thing, just say, Har Har Bol, Har Har Hari Hari Bol, Har Har Mahadev. I have been doing all this only, all this while, and it has given me so much of strength. When you do this, actually, you're just surrendering, okay, you are the Karta, you only do everything. So we all know that, but sometimes we need this reinforcement. Okay, we all go through our highs and lows in life. So sometimes we do go through these kinds of energies where we feel that what are we doing here, what is this life, how we can even think of doing things on our own. There is some energy which is actually making us move and do things, isn't it? So that is what the surrender is about. That is what the inner churning is about. The earlier you learn, the better it gets. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing my insights on the lunar eclipse first, and then I will be sharing with you what exactly is going to happen in the solar eclipse time. So firstly, I would like to make you understand what is a lunar eclipse energy, which was there. And Please do let me know if at all you can't hear me, if at all I'm audible or not audible, because I'm in a very low signal zone right now. So let me just share this chart first, wherein I can share with you my insights on the transit position of today. Okay. So this is the chart of New York. Because my son is in New York. So I think that is the reason I picked up this chart. Never mind. So you see, it doesn't matter. The Lagna will be the same, wherever it is. So you see, when this energy was there, it was, first of all, the lunar eclipse took place in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra. As you can see, moon is in Uttara Falguni, and this is where, the eclipse took place. Okay, it was just a day when, yeah, this one. So just like this, yeah. So it was in 1 day ahead. Okay, so this is what is the chart. 1 second. Uttara Falguni. 1 sec. 0 degrees. So we have to go back. 1 sec. Just give me some time. I'm just putting up the chart of new moon. I was not prepared for this. I didn't, full moon, I mean. I was not prepared for discussing this. This was just a last minute thing that I decided to do. So we do have in Uttara Falguni, yeah. So this is where the eclipse actually took place. So moon was right opposite sun at the 29 degrees. And we do have, see, it has to be in the closest vicinity to Rahu. It's not necessary Rahu Ketu have to be conjunct this, the luminaries to have this eclipse. Okay. So now when this eclipse took place, what is a lunar eclipse? First of all, people do get confused about the energies, which are playing out, and how, it is going to be for you all. I'll be discussing that. A lunar eclipse is like a power outage in your home. Suddenly everything goes dark, forcing you to stop, reflect, and rely on your inner senses. It's all dark, So when the lights come back on, you see things differently, perhaps noticing what was hidden or realizing what needs to change. Just as a lunar eclipse momentarily dims the moon's light, symbolizing emotions and subconscious patterns, it brings hidden truths to surface, urging your personal transformation. Okay, so this is what is the lunar eclipse energy. Okay, it's a think of an eclipse as a sudden storm, and that passes through, and different neighborhoods, houses in the chart, affecting each one uniquely. So that is how it has impacted you all also. So when this energy was playing out for Aries natives, health routines and work habits must have undergone some transformation. So this would have brought about some changes. Some major work routines must have also changed for you, because it was happening in the in your 5th and 11 axis also. Okay, so this is what it has given you. Some creativity, romance, children related work must have taken place. Okay, so let me just change the Lagna so that you can make out. Okay, so it has just transited here, but we can just take it like this. Yeah, this will be better. Let's not go by the degrees. Now, for you guys, actually, sun is there in your 11th house. So this is also about new friendships, new relationship. You must have started something new. So please verify and let me know. Then for Taurus natives, quickly I'll take this up. For Taurus natives, this was in your 4th house. So maybe something about your home environment, you must have changed something, or you were at home enjoying with your family. Some family dynamics, past emotions must have surfaced also. So you have been experiencing a lot of energy on the home front, churning is happening. Then for Gemini natives, you must have experienced that you have, or maybe you have been communicative today with your siblings, you must have, or there's a shift of energy between the relatives or friends, or you have been really working on your communication today. You have, you must have experienced a major shift which is happening, also in your father's health, or maybe, somebody in the family, you have connected with who's been discussing only health issues, that kind of an energy. So for Cancer natives, this was in your second house where the eclipse took place. So this is also about finances, self-worth, possessions, money matters. You might just be too much on expenditure spree, or you must have spent more time with your family, also eaten some extraordinary relishing foods, different kinds of foods also today, but it has given you some stomach problems also. So just verify it and let me know whether that eclipse, lunar eclipse, has given you that or not. Then in Leo sign, this has happened in your first house, so personal identity, life direction, egoistical, or maybe you have been a little unwell today related to your headaches, fever, etc. You are feeling a little uneasy. There is but transformation in your self-image and goals. Now you're getting that light. Okay, let me do this, let me do that. You're getting quite charged up now. This lunar eclipse brings that also. Then for Virgo natives, this is your 12th house eclipse. So this must have given you too much of, spirituality. You must have been really, into some hidden matters. Somebody's in the hospital, you're visiting them, or there's some karmic ending. There's a retreat phase also for you. You've just been working in isolation. You have been also rejuvenating, taking rest, spending more time with your family also, but in isolation. Maybe you're just traveling overseas and you're away from your country or your own people, or you're vacationing. That kind of an energy must have played out. For Libra natives, this was in your 11th house. So some friendships or social circle, you're discussing your dreams, dream projects. Maybe you're going to be having new alliances. So this will open doors to new things in life, new projects, new relationship, new people in your life also. You'll be discussing some new major projects also, the upcoming projects. Then there is this moon in your 10th house for Scorpio natives, where the energy is playing out, a lot, with this eclipse, lunar eclipse I'm discussing. So for Scorpio natives, this is going to be giving you some major shifts, long-term goals you're deciding. There can be that you're having some career path changing, because this is the culmination time, and you're emotionally feeling quite charged up and drained, and there's a inner churning which is happening. So maybe there are some changes which are happening. The recognition is happening. You're getting promotion, so you've got the letter today. Something must have happened which has triggered your 10th house energy. For Sagittarius natives, the eclipse was in your 9th house. It could be that you're getting the results of for Sagittarius 10th house energy also, because moon is just about to change. So but for sure it is giving the result of the 9th house of higher learning. Maybe you have been traveling, you're meeting somebody, guru like people, teacher, mentors, philosophical lecture you're attending, or there's something to do with education, you're learning more. So that kind of an energy must have taken place with this, or travel plans you have made with this eclipse in your 9th house. Then if you talk about the Capricorn, ascendant, so the ascendant moon or dasha, you have to see yourself. So you will find that, there's a eclipse in your 8th house. This must have brought about a lot of transformation in you. You must have been feeling quite emotional about your family, about your friends, about your finances. Maybe you're thinking about how I can, very frustrated, how I can make the best use of my resources, how I can connect with people who can, just give me some solace, some relief, some job, something to do with, some assignment, shared resources. Financial ties or deep emotional wounds may be the focus area during this lunar eclipse. Then I will tell you what will happen in the solar eclipse time period also. Then comes For Aquarius natives, this is the 7th house energy, which is going to play out with this lunar eclipse in your 7th house. So this is the time when you will have focus more on your relationship, in your partnerships, endings or breakthroughs in your close relationships. Maybe, you will say, no, I don't want it anymore. Maybe at the workplace, you have been really putting in the best of yourself, but you're not getting that kind of return. So you're feeling very, very uneasy because of that. And you say, no more, I'm done. So that kind of endings and breakthroughs can also happen. And as far as the last sign is concerned, this is the time when, you will be more focused on, because it's the 6th house. So you'll be more focused on your health, your routines, and your, any kind of toxic habits or anything which is unorganized. You'll be working on that. You'll be working on your inner as well as external, health. You're too health conscious about yourself, about your environment. You don't like toxicity. Now you want that everything should just fall in place, rather than, just giving in to whatever has been happening in the past. So this is what has happened for the 12 signs in the lunar eclipse. That is why this is going to be the time when you will feel that you should let go of things, outdated habits, more creative, and embrace the spiritual perspective in life. That is what is this going to bring us all at. So this was about the lunar eclipse. Now I'm going to be sharing with you, this is now the most important part where I'm reaching. Now, if you can see, I hope you can see, yeah. And thank you so much. Happy Holi to you all. I'm not going to be celebrating any festivities this year, but for sure, my wishes are with you. Blessings and all the best wishes. Love you all. And now comes the major thing. Very few people will be talking about this. First of all, it's the Pisces energy. Okay. So we must see whether there is an exchange or not working. So if you will see on this day, Venus and Jupiter are forming an exchange. So that means Jupiter becomes the king of the Pisces sign because he's the ruler of Pisces. So anybody who is going to be working through the Jupiter's energy, nothing wrong can happen to that person. What does Jupiter want? Jupiter wants us to be more spiritually inclined, be wise in making decisions, be stable in your material comforts of life. Be stable. Do not get overwhelmed and carried away by whatever is happening in your life. Okay. And also remember, this is the time for healing because Virgo sign has a lot of energy. All the grahas in the Pisces, Mars, Jupiter from Taurus, if we take it like that, is also aspecting this zone, the Virgo sign. So this is going to create a strong connection between wealth, relationships, spiritual values, material stability, healing, pleasure, finances, love, with all these planets there in the Pisces sign also. Okay, as you can see. Now, what else is happening? If you can see in this chart, there are so many arrows. I have encircled the signs Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Why? Jupiter and Mars are going to be aspecting the sign Virgo, apart from Moon, Mercury, Rahu, Saturn, Sun, Venus from Pisces. So where the energy is emitting? To the Virgo sign. So if you are a Virgo rising, if you are in the dasha of a planet which is posited in Virgo, so this energy is going to be playing out in that particular zone even more. Okay, especially if you are in the dasha of Mercury as well as the Virgo sign planet posited in the Virgo sign, if you have any graha there. This will encourage detachment from perfectionism, over analysis, rigid routines, but you will also try for a work-life balance, letting go of outdated belief system. Now things are shifting and it's going to be playing out in a very different manner. It's a cosmic reset. If you really want things to work your way, you need to change now. Stop thinking in a conventional way. Now start thinking in a very different perspective and in a different way to the problem that you are going through, because you will not get the solution until unless you actually reset or you just re-establish. Or it's about the REs also, and it is about reviewing things also in a very different light. Until unless you do that, you will not be getting any kind of results. You must understand that. Also, Mars and Jupiter are looking at your Capricorn sign as well. Now, this will bring about some kind of discipline in whatever you do. This will bring about some changes also in the area where your karmic channelizing is. Something to do with your karma. You will be able to quit your karma during this time. Very high on energy. Also, Saturn and Mars are also aspecting Sagittarius sign, if you can see. So Sagittarius means it can be about your religious belief system. People will be thinking about spirituality in a very different light, or they'll be aggressively working towards that. Wherever your Sagittarius sign is, you must take care of that body part. Like that body part as in, like if it is in your 12th house, so feet region, it can give some troubles in the leg region, feet region. You must understand. Okay. Now, Rahu is also aspecting your Scorpio sign, and so is Jupiter. So when Jupiter and Rahu are looking at your Scorpio sign, this will bring about some inner churning and transformation also. There will be a tug of war as to how you should do things. So this, you have to pick and choose whether you want to do it in a righteous manner or you want the demon inside you to do it for you. Like anything which is attracting you towards doing any unethical thing, let the Jupiter take over. So there will be some opportunity to good to be true. So you have to be very careful about those as well. This might just bring about some energies towards, your health, service, routine. 12th house Pisces is about your foreign, something to do with emotions. It's a in-depth emotion. It's not a superficial emotion, because when we talk about Pisces, it's a sign of ocean. Ocean is very deep, and all the grahas are going to be in the water sign. So you will hear more of waterborne diseases now because of this combination. But it is, as I said, it is a cosmic reset. So something which is like mass killings, mass deaths, when we see, it might just happen, and there will be a cleansing which is happening also. The souls which are waiting to depart, to get the emancipation, they will get that emancipation now. So it is going to be a very beautiful time for starting the new cycle and starting the new journeys as well. Okay, so this is about Uttara Bhadrapada, where the lunar eclipse is going to take place, which is also about deep transformation, endings, mystical insights, hinting at the karmic reset. Okay, so spiritual awakening, karmic cleansing, and emotional depth. That is what is this Pisces sign about. So I wanted to share with you my insights on this eclipse, solar eclipse, which is taking place here. And now, what is the impact of all these energies on the solar eclipse energy on the 12 signs? Okay, so I'll be sharing my insights on that. So it's going to be a little long video. If anybody can do the timestamps, I'll be really grateful, because little difficult for me to do all the jobs together right now. I'm too tied up also. So you have to divide this video, as I said, in first is the lunar eclipse I just told about, and then I to explain about the clustering of planets, and now I'm going to be sharing with you the solar eclipse energy alongside the stellium, which is forming in the Pisces sign. So let's start with the readings. Major planetary shifts, March 2025. Okay. So let's start with Aries first. Aries. So for Aries natives, first of all, the stellium or the configuration of planets is going to be, or the eclipse is going to be in your 12th house. And this is going to be in the Uttra Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which is Saturn's nakshatra. Saturn is also going to be combust till 9th of April. So this is the time of major spiritual karmic awakening, and you may experience isolation. You can travel, deep introspection, or there can be some losses that lead to profound personal growth as well. Pay attention to your dreams, your subconscious patterns, some hidden fears you'll be engulfed with. Career changes will happen. Financial shifts may arise due to Mars Saturn impact also. So as you can see, there is a lot of energy on your 6th house also. So take good care of your health. Also your 8th house, there can be some major discussions or important discussions about your finances, shared resources. Maybe there is something hidden which is going to be coming into limelight with Rahu, Jupiter looking here. In your 9th house, there's a Mars and Saturn's aspect also. So this might just bring about some changes regards to your spiritual belief system. It might just bring about some changes regards to your, maybe you're going to be planning your journeys, travels. There can be that your outlook is going to change. You're going to be having some new lessons of life also with Mars also looking here. This is also the giving you the ability to trust the inner knowing. And with the 12th house energy, there's a lot of energy in the 12th house. So this might just be the final closure, like if there's somebody ailing in the family, it might just bring an end to that cycle also. Some long time buried pain might just resurface. So you have to be careful about your thought process during this time. This is a transformational time and spiritual development time also. So when you have any kind of psychological barriers, now is the time to break free. So and Jupiter and Venus are also forming an exchange. So this might just bring about, some kind of changes. Maybe you're close to retirement. This might just be the time, a gift that is of self-discovery. So how do we describe self-discovery? Maybe you will be able to understand yourself. Where are you leading to? Where are you going? New projects, whether you should be taking up or not, some new businesses or some new associates you might just connect with. So all those energies also play out. So I'm giving you not just the 12th house energy, but I'm giving you the eclipse energy also playing out, and also with all the other grahas forming a connection with the other houses. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. I hope I'm audible. And if anybody can do the timestamps. So this is about solar eclipse. Oh, let me just, okay, never mind. So for Taurus natives, I've already done the first segment is on the lunar eclipse. Now this is about the stellium, solar eclipse, and how the other grahas are going to be impacting other houses. So for you guys, the major thing is that it is going to be in your 11th house. So this is about friendships, social circles. You might just gain from your relationships now. Some friendships may dissolve, new friendships might begin, financial growth is possible. Avoid risky investments because there are two retrogrades, Mercury and Venus, and there's an exchange between Jupiter and Venus also, and then Saturn is combust. So the luck lord is combust till the 9th of April. So there is no support. New opportunities will come in. Don't get influenced or get carried away and make wrong choices and decisions during this time. Avoid. Also, we have, there is a personal expansion which is going to take place, new opportunities, wisdom building. And also Rahu is in the 11th house. So new influential acquaintances might just trigger a new direction in life. So there is a very strong possibility that there can be some concerns regards to your children, because it's the right opposite is this Ketu energy. So you have to, you will definitely be having a lot of ideas to be more creative. In romance, there can be some kind of exploration which can happen, break can happen. So you might just feel a little uneasy in your fifth house related affairs. But at the same time, you have seventh and eighth house and ninth house also triggering. So this might just bring about new relationship, transformative energies, and discussing about your finances for the future. Also, how to invest, how you can go about the shared resources. You're going to be discussing all of that. Ninth house energy is also going to play out, which is about, your spiritual breakthrough. Some educational shifts will happen, some travel transformation might happen, and this might just give you some international journeys and travels also. So for work or for relationship or studies or education, this might just become very important for you. So all these energies are playing out simultaneously with all the grahas impacting these zones. Okay, so be prepared for all this. I hope these will help you. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Gemini. So you have to see the dasha also. If you have a dasha of a graha seated in the Gemini sign, do make that your first house and see. Suppose you have a Jupiter dasha and Jupiter is in Gemini. So this will impact you that way, okay? So you have to make that your first house also. Now, for Gemini natives, this is the solar eclipse happening in your 10th house. We do have all the grahas here impacting the 4th house also. So you might feel a little confused about the direction of your life, but clarity will come only after the eclipse gets over. So don't worry, things will get better with Saturn, your Bhagya Lord, also rising. So you have to have a work-life balance. Don't ignore the emotional needs. There can be some changes at the workplace, maybe at your, but this is an expansive energy also. It might just bring about some new bosses in your, at your workplace, or maybe there are some changes which are undergoing regards to your co-workers, your job, your professional career growth. They can be that you can expect some major changes, overhauling, or maybe there is a transition at the workplace regards to your own work. Maybe there is some new project coming in, or you're just, getting too much of work in hand, and time at work, at home is going to be spent very rarely, because you're going to be more involved at the workplace also. And this is the time when you will feel quite empty. Maybe, you're like an empty nester, maybe children are going away from you, they're to the overseas land. So you're just feeling that emptiness as an empty nester. There can be some wandering also, which can happen. Also, 6th, 7th, 8th houses are also getting active with the aspects of Mars, Ketu, Rahu in these zones. So 6th house energy is about your, your health. Maybe there can be some daily routines which are going to change. You're going to be working more on the transformation, physical transformation also. Hidden enemies at workplace might just be conspiring, and some kind of politics is going to play out. So this is also the time when you have to be cautious about that. And also, when we talk about the 7th house, it might just be because Saturn is looking, Mars is looking. So this might just bring about some changes in your marriage, in your relationship. The chemistry and bonding is going to change in a very unexpected way. So take it like that, okay, you're prepared. Okay, this might just happen. And Ketu is in the Virgo sign. It might just give you some detaching tendencies with your mother also, or your home or family environment also. And this might just be the time when you will be reassessing your personal identity and needs in partnerships and partnership business and with others also. And 8th house energy is about your deep psychological, financial transformations. Emotional transformation will be happening because Jupiter is also aspecting, and so is Mars. So two grahas are looking at your 8th house also. Some hidden fears, some healing energy can happen. You might just be learning more. Some transformative energy will happen, or maybe there are some changes. You're going to be studying occult sciences, maybe, something very unexpected and unthoughtful and not thought of. Okay. something out of the box. So for Cancer natives, I have done the first part where I have mentioned about the lunar eclipse. Now it's the solar eclipse time and the clustering of planets in the Pisces sign. Alongside, we are getting the Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn signs also getting triggered up. So I'm going to be putting through all the energies wherever, these are getting activated. So first of all, you have to see where is the Dasha Lord of yours. Ascendant moon, of course, we do see. Suppose you have a Jupiter Dasha and Jupiter is in Cancer sign in your natal chart. So make that Jupiter your first house. That is your Cancer sign, irrespective of your Lagna and moon. Now, what can we expect with this 9th house energy playing out? See, this is the time when you will be focused more on some spiritual breakthroughs. You will be studying more, education, travel. Belief systems may undergo a radical change, letting go of outdated philosophies, legal matters, international travels, publishing, teaching, higher studies. All these are getting activated. And this is also about a quest for higher knowledge. You might just be getting inspired by somebody very important in your life. Don't place beliefs in hands of a guru. Don't trust completely anybody who's saying anything. Foreign places will interest you. Travels might just trigger. Also, we are getting this 5th, 6th, 7th houses of yours also getting activated. Creativity, children, romance, this is also going to trigger with the 5th house, progeny, or maybe something to do with children, or maybe you're going to be getting into a relationship. That clarity you will get also. A time for reconnecting with inner joy, maybe, some creative activities or entertainment activities can also take place. Then we have 6th house energy also playing out with Sagittarius and Mars and Saturn are looking here. So this is the time when you might just have closures in the legal battles, or maybe, you will have some workouts, rigorous workouts you'll be starting, and you'll be losing weight because Mars and Saturn both are looking here. So sweat it out. This is the time. Come out of the unhealthy and procrastinating nature and unhealthy habits of yours. So follow strict routine, but rest is also crucial, mind you. So you have to take care of all those energies simultaneously. So this is what is going to be happening for you. And then the 7th house is also getting activated. Not to forget that Mars is looking here, and so is Jupiter. So with this, and Ketu is also aspecting, Ketu is also in trine. So this is the time when, you will find closure in your relationship. Marriage dynamics might change. Some partnerships might end. This might just bring about that detaching energies in your relationship, or maybe, with your partnership business. You're thinking very differently now. You want to change your perspective towards that. So the best is that you just do not get carried away or impulsively making decisions, during this time. Jupiter is looking, so be wise, be more focused, and just go slow in whatever you're doing. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. All right. So for Leo natives, see, I have made the first segment is on a lunar eclipse and how the energies are going to play out when there is a stellium forming in the Pisces sign, and eclipse is happening, solar eclipse. So that's the second eclipse. That's a culminating energy. So how is it going to be? So it's a long video. Please do watch the whole thing so that you know what exactly is happening. So now coming to the stellium first and the solar eclipse, which is happening in your 8th house. See, especially if you are in the dasha of a graha, which is in Leo sign, do see that. Ascendant Leo or moon in Leo. So watch this. This is for you. So when we talk about the 8th house energy, 8th house is the house of transformation, psychological, financial, emotional transformations. Whenever there are so many grahas there, this will bring about your past traumas, past experiences back. Some karmic baggage definitely will surface. I'm not scaring you, but definitely you are going to be making some major decisions regards to your finances, inheritance, your joint assets. Be careful in handling all those energies in the 8th house. Also, this might just be bringing about highs and lows in financial matters. Some unexpected events can bring about major shifts in intimacy, trust issues, something which is going to be coming into limelight with Jupiter for also forming an exchange. There can be some sadness in the family, because of somebody's unwell or somebody's passing or something. So you might just feel a little uneasy because of that also. There can be some addictions or mental imbalances also, which can be experienced with this. So keep a constant check. Go for a treatment. This is the time when you should be focusing more on those. There can be some love relationship issue that you can have. There can be disappointment here and there in your passion, in your love, in your so there can be some issues that you can deal with during this time. With Mercury also retrograde, you have to be open with the ideas and communication rather than a conversation. Strike a conversation rather than thinking that people will understand you without conveying some certain things. So the information that you're giving others, you have to be a little careful about it, about your finances especially. You will be you have to be focused, and that right direction you have to take also. And this is also the time when you will be enlightened about something which is very hidden, or we can say something which is very not something which is not revealed. You will get that revelation now. It could be anything. So you have to read between lines, because there are so many grahas here. Also, Saturn energy in the 8th house might just bring about some money issues that teach you some valuable lessons. Restrictions concerning money will prevent business expansion, so you have to wait for the outcome. So be patient, and also control your or rather, control and willpower is the one which is going to save you. Maturity. So that is what is also going to get active. And also your 5th, 6th, 7th houses, 4th, 5th, 6th houses, are also getting triggered up. So it's about Scorpio energy, because there, we have a Jupiter aspect, Rahu aspecting Scorpio. Thankfully, Saturn's aspect is over. So this is the time when, you might just be more focused on your home, family, emotional security. Relocation can happen. House repairs can happen. This might just bring about some because it is about, let me see, Mars, not Mars, Rahu and Jupiter only are looking. So this might just bring about some emotional foundation that need focus and stability. You have to build on that rather than breaking away. Okay, so that is the 4th house energy going to play out. Maybe renovation, etc., can happen. It then comes the 5th house energy, because Mars is looking here. You have aspect of Saturn also in your 5th house. So, there can be some pressure in the personal as well as careers, in your relationship. There is some force or pressure that you will be having in your relationships also. And this might just bring about some changes in your perspective also, regards to your children, regards to your family, regards to your romance, your relationship, and emotional clarity you will get as well. And this is the time to connect with your inner joy, because Mars is there. So just follow that fitness regime, or maybe, workout or sports activity you should take up. You're going to be very creative also. Some endings in the relationships also can be anticipated. So be careful about that. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So please do watch the initial part where I've mentioned about the lunar eclipse also, which is today when I'm making this video. So we have this energy playing out in your 7th house, and we do have your 3rd, 4th, 5th house is also getting impacted. When we talk about the 7th house energy, this is the time when you will be thinking about your relationships, your business partnerships, your marriage dynamics. They are all in focus. Some partnerships may end while others may evolve in an unexpected way. Also, Ketu is there in your 1st house. So you might just be getting too finicky or perfectionist tendencies can happen in relationships also. A deep reassessment of personal identity and needs in partnerships is definitely the focus. So you need to work on these areas. And also, because Rahu is there in the 7th house, you might just have an extreme behavior in your relationship. And also Sun and Moon are going to be there. One second, let me just change this to a day. Yeah, because Moon has to be there as well. Okay. Now Saturn has shifted. Okay. never mind. Moon is there in your seventh house itself. So we need to see that, you know, we need to assess the relationships on. It's not about the spousal relationship. It's not about the friendship only. It's about the whole relationship, the other people in and around you. So attention and appreciation comes from receiving and giving love and compassion. There are admirers to be open to. There are many admirers to be open is the key. You know, just don't fall prey to the if somebody is luring you and you're just falling prey to it, also is not acceptable. It's not right on your part. You know, just don't get carried away by the only looks part. You know, appearances are deceptive, as we say. So you can be very well connected with your siblings, maybe, you know, with others, your friends, etc. So you can be more into the enjoyment part, also entertainment part also during this time. Also we have Rahu. So this can be bringing about some opportunities overseas. Also travels can happen. And also we must see that, you know, the third house is getting active with this Jupiter and Rahu energy also on the third house. So communication with siblings, short travels can also be there in and around this time period. Especially old contracts, agreements, relationship with siblings may undergo some karmic shifts. Also fourth house energy is getting triggered off with this Mars and Saturn looking here with the Sagittarius getting active. So this is about your home, emotional comfort, security. So this might just get impacted. Good for purchasing property, but you have to also be very careful when you're signing the agreements, etc., because Mercury is retrograde. And also this might just give you a lot of pressure at the workplace. You're going to be working very hard. You might not get the kind of accolades or the kind of appreciation you deserve. So you have to flow with the flow, work harder, and you will get the results. Some emotional foundations are being rebuilt. Focus on stability right now. Focus on your work rather than relationships. You might just fail in your relationships and it might just give you some heartaches also. Then we have the fifth house getting triggered up with Jupiter aspect, Ketu aspect, and Mars also looking here. So there can be some creative projects which are in hand, but this might not be good for your romantic relationship, especially this month till the 9th of April, or rather 14th of April, till the time Mercury and Venus get to turn direct. So you have to be really careful about your relationships. Children might just be bringing in some changes in themselves, and, you know, they're going to be thinking about growth, how they can just, you know, start their work if they are, you know, in that age group where they have to start or join an internship or some job. So they're going to be thinking and discussing all of that. They have to pick and choose some subjects, you know, or they're going to be sitting for exam. So this might just be the time period when they're going to be changing paths also. They're changing the way of their learning also. Reconnect with your inner joy, but also letting go of your ego-driven desires. So that is the key, okay? And I think you're good to go when, once this energy of, Rahu shifting from here, things will get a little better for you, okay? Coming to the next one, that is, 1 second. If this could shift, 1 sec. No. Oh, yeah, it did. So we're coming to talk about Libra now. I wanted all the grahas to be here. Yeah. So 6th house is getting activated with this stellium, or we can say the clustering of planets in your 6th house. So in the 6th house, what is 6th house about? It's about your health, your work, your daily routine, servitude, attitude. And this will be impacted. Some real transformation is going to happen. You know, you're going to be undergoing some transformation, hidden enemies at the workplace, politics, etc. You have to face all of that. So be prepared. a time to let go of unhealthy habits. Start working out from now. This is when I'm making this video. See, watch the lunar eclipse part. I've already done that. So this is about you being mindful, about your health, about your patterns, about your routines. Just pay attention to your lifestyle now. Be mindful and of your mental and physical exhaustion. Draw a line. You have to draw a line, and this might just cause this is a good time for physical stress, basically. If you can just work out, if you have not been able to. So just take care of your health, come out of the bad habits. Employees may quit during this time, or your co-workers or your bosses or mentors, they're just changing, from there. They can be that you are going to be more focused on your work now. You're highly productive. So that way it is a good transit. And post the solar eclipse, things are looking better for you, because Saturn will also regain strength, and Saturn's strength is very important for you when it is sixth house transit. Saturn does really well in the sixth house. Your goals and you'll be able to fulfill your goals and your ambitions right now. Even if you're overworked, you're feeling quite satisfied with whatever you're doing. So definitely a very positive time. Also, your second, third, and fourth houses are also getting active, with the transit positions happening in the sky. So second house is about your finances, because here Jupiter is aspecting. We have Rahu also looking here. So financial growth is anticipated. So there can be that you're going to be changing the way of living, the way of earning your resources. You're undergoing a transformation, about your thought process. Your way to earn now is changing. Maybe you will get some ideas now. A change in income sources or financial habits is likely. Emotional attachments to material possessions are challenged. A time to reassess values and let go of the outdated financial beliefs is going to also be over. And also, you might just take the help and advice of your own people who can guide you through during this time also. Then we have in the third house, where you have a Mars aspect Saturn, also aspecting Sagittarius sign of yours. So this is a very important time for connecting with your siblings, or maybe working out. You have to change your way of your routine. You have to really transform yourself. Now is the time to break the old contracts and sign the new ones. And relationship with your siblings is also going to have a major karmic shift that you will experience, and there will be some mental pressure also. It's better that you have physical pressure, just work out yourself, sweat it out. That is the way you can come out of that cushioned environment, and it will not impact you mentally or your relationship. So that's one way to look at it's a remedy only, that it's better that you stress your body rather than your mind and your relationship. That's how, it will help you. Okay. And also your fourth house is getting active, because you have your major aspects are on the fourth house. Ketu is looking, Mars is looking, Jupiter is looking. So there can be some relocation which can happen, or maybe some house repairs you're going to be taking into account. Okay, let me paint it, or let me just repair it. Or maybe you're going to be purchasing some property. So before signing the agreement, just see to it that everything is intact, not disputed kinds. Or also it might just bring about some personal relationships might just be the focus area. But Ketu and Mars are looking, so it might just bring about some issues there in your relationship with your mom, with your people, with your family members. It's not the right time to purchase a vehicle. I would not recommend. Okay, some emotional foundations are being rebuilt. Focus on stability, so you're good to go. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So if you have any graha in the Scorpio sign, or you have the dasha of Scorpio planet, that is Jupiter in Scorpio, and you have right now the dasha of Jupiter, so please do make a Scorpio ascendant, even if you're some other ascendant, irrespective of that. So for Scorpio natives, this transit is going to be in your fifth house, and this is the time when you also check the transit video in this particular video only. first section where I have discussed about the lunar eclipse. So how it is going to be playing out. Now here it is in the 5th house where there is, which is the house of creativity, romance, children. So this is going to bring about a lot many changes in those areas. Relationships require emotional clarity with Rahu also there. It's a time to reconnect with your inner joy and let go of the ego-driven desires right now. Also, Saturn in the 5th house might be the time period when you want to conceive, or it's about your childbirth. Contemplation of life experiences comes from a deeper perspective now. It is not the time to consider risky investments with Ketu also there, and Mercury is also retrograde. Venus is also retrograde. With Rahu in the 5th house, it might just be the time to work on your ideas better. This is also the time there can be some great achievements and advancements for children. Changes in the home, maybe, a new beginning, new life, new, maybe children are going overseas and you are an empty nester because of the changes and overhauling which is happening. And new ideas definitely will transform you. Pick up a hobby, like a sports activity or love for your music, dance, drama, anything with the fine arts. You can just do that as well during this time. This is the time when you can have some unusual friends, And also 1st, 2nd, 3rd houses are also getting impacted with Jupiter and Rahu looking at the 1st house. 2nd house is aspected by Saturn and Mars. 3rd house is aspected by Jupiter, Ketu, and Mars. So there is a lot of energy on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd houses as well. So when we talk about the 1st house, it is about your inner churning, which is going to happen, some identity, health, life, direction shift, all that can happen with Jupiter also aspecting here. There is a likelihood that you're going to be following a very strict approach to do things. Now you're going to be getting that clarity with Jupiter looking here as well. 2nd house I'm talking about, or 1st house. Okay, 1st house. So this might just be bringing about restructuring, how you can be more disciplined and how you can spiritually grow. Then 2nd house is also coming under a lot of transformation with because of this, Saturn and Mars aspect here. So you have to lie low during this time for investments and take care of your savings. Do not spend from your savings also during this time. It could be that, you are going to be meeting your family in a very different eye, with a very different perspective. You're going to be either very aggressive or you're going to be very matured in making decisions and helping them out, if they need your guidance and your support. Also, this might just be bringing about some emotional attachments to material possessions. Maybe, you're going to be buying some gadgets, etc. Just be careful about your dental procedure or anything to do with face region. If you have to undergo some procedure, it might not be the time. Also, 3rd house is getting active with this, Jupiter, Ketu, and Mars energy here. So a lot of energy playing out in your 3rd house, communication, siblings, short travels, these will get activated. Just make sure that you have a good relationship with your friends and neighbors and siblings and cousins, rather than picking up on them, any kind of arguments, etc. Just avoid, okay? And also, there can be some teamwork which is required to get things done rather than just doing things in isolation. It might just be bringing some arguments, heated arguments with your people. It's better that you avoid that because there are 2 malefic grahas looking at the 3rd house for you. So when you are traveling, just make sure that everything is intact. But Jupiter is a big time saving grace. It's looking at your 3rd house. It's looking at your 1st house, looking at your 11th house also. So take the help of your friends. Meet with those kinds of people who are not toxic only, so that you can upgrade yourself. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So it's a consolidated video, it's like, so many videos were not made. So I have incorporated all the readings in this one only. So please do watch the first part where I have mentioned about the lunar eclipse, which has already taken place, how the energies unfolded. Do write in the comment section and how the energies will unfold. I'm going to be sharing that is the upcoming solar eclipse, as well as all the grahas in the 4th house of yours. How is it going to play out when the energies are going to be getting active, and also your 10th house energy. So for you, home, family, emotional security plays a very important role. Some relocation can happen, house repairs, family conflicts may rise, and also there can be a lot of pressure at the place of work also. You're not able to spend more time at the place of work, and you are obsessed by your home environment. You want to spend more time at home also. But this is also not a good time because, it's the fourth house. When there are so many grahas in the fourth house, it actually impacts your inner peace. So the inner peace cause could be any. Solar and lunar eclipse actually impact your parents the most. So you have to be very, very careful about their health. And there can be some changes, relocation, as I said, your lifestyle can change also. There can be some dramatic shifts of energy. Maybe, you just want to it could be that you want to just remodel your house and purchase a land and rebuild it, or build it on build something, gardening, you want to do relaxation. All these energies are also going to play out because there are so many grahas there, right? Gatherings of people will be also very important for you. You are connecting with your childhood days. This is the house of childhood days, mother's lap. So with Saturn here, this is the Kantaka Shani here. So you are concerned about your, your security, your possessions even more. There can be some discontentment in the family matters, family connectivity also. There can be some breakage, some break in agreements also, which can happen, which can drain you financially. So you have to be really very careful for all these energies. It's better that you relocate from where you are if you're finding it very uncomfortable and restlessness is there in and around this area. Also, you must understand that this is going to trigger your 12th, first, and second houses as well. Why? Because Mars is going to be aspecting your first, second house, and then Ketu is aspecting your second house. Jupiter is aspecting your second house. Jupiter is aspecting your 12th, as well as Rahu. So there is a lot of energy in your 12th house as well. So firstly, we have to discuss the 12th house energy. So you are going to be traveling during this time. It might just be the time when you will be having some spiritual and karmic awakening. There can be that you are experiencing some kind of isolation, traveling, deep introspection. Expenditures are growing. Maybe you're going to be spending on somebody in the hospital or something. So there can be some career shifts also which can happen. And then the first house energy is also going to trigger with this Mars and Saturn looking here. The first house is about your personal identity. Maybe you're going to sweat out, you're going to be working out rigorously, you're going to be working on your self, on your identity, on your health, on your direction of life. You're going to be working on all these areas. And there is some dissolution of the past self, and then a new version of you comes up. You're going to be more responsible. You're going to be more energetic. It can be bringing about the spiritual growth in you also. Then we have this happening in your second house also. There is a lot of energy in your second house also, Capricorn. I've explained in the previous section that why I'm discussing all this. See, the second house energy is about your finances, about your possessions. You might just change the way to look at things. There is a lot of churning which is happening. There's a lot of energy which is playing out with Mars also looking, Ketu also looking, Jupiter also looking in the second house. So expenditures might increase. You might just be purchasing, too many spiritual books, scriptures, texts, or maybe you're just, reading too much, learning too much during this time and spending on some courses, etc. also. But you have to take care of what you eat, what you speak, how you take care of your mouth region. All these are also to be taken care. It's time to reassess your value and let go of the outdated financial beliefs. Okay. So this is what is the reading for you guys. And I think it's better that, just stay away from, your family and your own people during this time. You might just lose your temper and you will regret later. It's better that you be in that isolation and work on yourself rather than, just losing your temper and just blurting out everything. And then it can just cause some, break in your relationships also. Okay, so take care. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, you have to first watch the video that I have, this video where, the first section I have mentioned about the lunar eclipse, how it is going to be impacting you. So I have already done that. So do let me know how it played out for you. A brief, overview of the lunar eclipse I've mentioned, and then how the planets are forming a connection in the upcoming solar eclipse, and how the houses are getting triggered up also, I have explained. So for you guys, this is in your third house where the eclipse and all the stellium is going to be taking place. A lot of energy on the third house and the ninth house as well, not to forget. So communication, siblings, short travels, these are all getting activated. And this is the time when you will have to, this is the cosmic reset time, as I've mentioned in the title. So it is the time to reset your communication with others. This is the time you need to change or express yourself in a different manner. As you have been doing it, you have to change that. Okay, the conventional way will not do it. Now you have to change yourself. Also, old contracts, agreements, relationship with siblings, etc. These are all going to go through some karmic shifts. Some changes are anticipated during this time. Also check from ascendant moon, as well as if you have any grahas dasha which is going on and posited in the Capricorn sign. Make it your lagna. Even if your lagna is Virgo, Cancer, any other lagna. But make this your lagna. If you have a grahas dasha and is posited in, suppose you're in Mars dasha and Mars is in exalted in your first house. So make it's Mars in Capricorn. So make it your first house and see where the things are happening, where the planets are shifting. So maybe, there is some kind of churning which is happening at the workplace also. And this is going to bring about some spiritual breakthroughs, education shift, travels. Maybe you are going to be meeting a guru. Maybe legal matters are going to take place, publishing, writing, teaching, higher studies. These are also getting active, not to forget that, because ninth house is right opposite this one. Also, not to forget, we are getting the 11th, 12th, and first houses also getting active. I've explained how, but simply put, there are certain changes which are going to take place, in relationships. You're going to be having some friend circles or goals which are going to change. There are some friendships which are going to dissolve and new friendships might just come up. And there can be some financial growth which you can experience. Avoid risky investments. Also, it is going to be triggering your 12th house because of the aspect of Saturn and Mars over there. So somebody who is ailing in the family, you're going to be looking after. It can bring about some karmic awakening also. You might just be going for a retreat during this time. Take care of your feet region because you can have some body pains during this time. You might just experience some isolation, travel, deep introspection. Profound personal growth happens when it is the 11th house, 12th house getting active. Pay attention to your dreams also. Pay attention. There can be that your dream will show you a path whenever the 12th house is getting active. Also, we have first house getting triggered up with the aspect of Jupiter, Ketu, and Mars over here. So first house is about you, yourself, how you can transform yourself towards a better human being, how you can be letting go of something, maybe you're going to be dissolving the actual you, the old version of yourself, and bringing up about the new version of yourself. Ketu is endings also. So maybe, you're going to be starting something new, old business you're ending, the way you were working, now you're letting go of it and you're going to be starting some new ventures, etc. So all these are going to trigger with the first house getting active. Spiritual growth, but some spiritual growth which is required will take place. You might just focus more on your health, on your diet, on your fitness. So work out, sweat it out. So all these things will happen, may not, depending on your personal chart also. Okay, the intensity will vary. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. Do watch the initial part where I have mentioned about the lunar eclipse readings, how it has played out. Please do let me know whether, because the eclipse is over and I couldn't do the video. So please do let me know in the comment section for Aquarius. Now, also your Aquarius ascendant moon, you have to check that. But if you are in the dasha of a graha who is posited in your Aquarius sign. So make Aquarius your first house also, irrespective of your Lagna. Maybe you are a Libra Lagna, but ascendant or moon sign. But when you are in the dasha of a graha, suppose Jupiter is posited in your Aquarius sign and it's Jupiter dasha. So make Aquarius your first house and see. So for you, it is the second house where this is happening. So second house will bring about a lot of changes in your way of dealing with your finances, maybe your financial possessions, self-worth. This might just go through a lot of churning and changes and transformation. Maybe you are going to be having many sources of income now, which are going to be paving way to success in the future, but it can bring about some major expenditures also. Financial planning will give you a clear perspective, and this might just be bringing about luck, prosperity, purchases of luxurious items, and you might just beautify your home environment. Saturn is also there in the second house, so it might just cause some restraints, some worry or delays or expenditures, or you're just using or depleting your savings when it comes to the financial part. Also, this would be the time to actually, work on your finances. Saturn will tell you, do not go get on the shopping spree, or just, it will try to tame those energies also. It will say, just take it easy. Saturn says, just take it easy, slow down. So you might just be, taking good care of your finances. You will definitely be making some important decisions about your inheritances. Now, you want to give it away to your children, or you are just yourself, making some decisions, writing a will, etc. So this might just be the time period. Take care of your mouth region, dental region. It might just bring about some issues in your diet also, because right opposite is the 8th house energy, which is also getting active. So it is the time when you have to take care of your health, your psychological behavior, your pattern, shared resources, money, insurance, all that you will get active. And this will definitely be taking you out of the karmic baggage that you have been taking and carrying. So this is also the time when you will be healing yourself as well. Ketu is there after all. So this is also going to be making some shifts of energy in the joint ventures or joint property, joint assets, and also some unexpected events can take place. Something which is hidden might just surface, and it might just not be that tasty. It is going to be really uneasy for you. And take care of your digestive system also with this kind of an energy playing out. Also, we have Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn signs getting active with so many grahas looking here. So there is an energy emitting to Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn also, which I have explained in the summary part. So do watch that as well. So when it is your 10th house energy playing out, so it's good for you. Some career shifts might happen towards better. Rahu is also looking, there can be some confused state of mind also, but definitely with Jupiter looking here, the bosses might change. There can be that you get a promotion now. This can bring about work-life balance, or you will be able to focus more on yourself also. Maybe some promotion on cards. And then the 11th house energy is also going to play out with friendships, social circle, goals. This might just be the area of reviewing. You might just be gaining something in relationship. Old relationship and friendships might dissolve, and you might just come up with Mars and Saturn looking here. You will become very matured, and you might just find some potential partner or mature partner in your life also. But you must avoid some risky investments during this time. It's not going to help you. And also expand to the new opportunities now. Wisdom. Use your wisdom before deciding anything. Very important. And also about your financial matters, you will be making some important decisions. Okay. Now, the 12th house energy. When the 12th house energy is going to play out with Mars looking here, Jupiter looking here, Ketu looking here. So this is a spiritual and karmic awakening which is happening. Expenditures on spiritual pursuits, charity, hospital, NGOs, you might just be spending more on these arenas also. This is also the time for self-introspection. Deep introspection is going to take place. Some expenditures on cards, overseas journeys might take happen. Also pay attention to your dreams, your subconscious patterns and hidden fears. You might just be getting out of those as well. So pay attention to what you to your dreams. It said that, when I sleep, I always say that if I'm dreaming, please, I pray to the divine. I should not forget that dream. It is, if it is meant to be showing me something, I must really be very clear on what I saw. So I really get that. I get those, indications from my dreams. I'm telling you, that's a fact. So if at all you are, also praying and, just leaving on to the divine and saying that, yeah, you will be getting those indications very clear. Okay. Career changes may just make some impact, and some major shifts will happen because 10th Lord and your 12th Lord are looking at your 12th house. So this might just be an assignment overseas also that you're going to be getting. Okay. So it's a good, I think it's a good transit for you. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So do watch the initial part where I have explained about the lunar eclipse, which has taken place today when I'm making this video. It was already over, so I just want you to give me a feedback on the same. And I've explained as to how the energies are going to play out with the Scorpio also, for Virgo also, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces. These all are getting triggered up. So how they are going to play out for you, I'm going to be explaining those, those energies, which are very important for you to understand as well. So in the first house, when this is happening, all the planetary positions are, and the solar eclipse is also going to be taking place in the first house. So this is going to be about, about how you deal with your own self, your own identity. There is a major shift which is happening. Cosmic reset is happening on yourself. If it doesn't happen, you have to put effort to make it happen. So you need to, dissolve the past self and come up with a new you. The outdated version you have to just leave aside, and now you have to think in a very different and a very up-to-date manner. You need to gain that kind of solution that you're looking for now, following a very different path. You are expecting things to happen by following the outdated ideas and routines. So change yourself, grow, and take the help or get inspired by the younger generation. Maybe, you will get that kind of support and that kind of idea and that kind of, inspiration. And you will definitely change towards better. No harm. Get inspired by others and who are definitely going to be helping you out. Okay. So this is what, and do watch from the Lagna, ascendant, moon, and the Dasha sign. I always say that. I forgot to mention it in the beginning, so I'm repeating it in every sign. What is a Dasha sign? If at all you are a Scorpio Lagna, suppose, ascendant, but you're in the Dasha of a graha which is posited in Pisces. Suppose there's a Mars, which is Pisces Mars, and it is in your natal chart, in your birth chart. So make that your first house and see where the planets are in your natal chart. Then superimpose the transit position. So in the first house, you have so many grahas. So that means there is a lot of energy in your first house. So this is the time when there will be recognition. People will understand you. You will wear new clothes. You will change yourself, your outlook. Maybe you will be going in for an overhauling and makeover also during this time period. With Saturn also, you might just feel that, you're overworked. There's a lot of churning happening also. When there is a Saturn energy, especially in the first house, there are certain things that you have to really work on very seriously, on yourself, on your agendas, on your, working long hours, maybe, is required, is a need for the hour. That is something which is going to happen. And you have to become more disciplined, more responsible. You have to set your boundaries when Saturn is there as well. Also, spiritual growth will happen. And also, 7th house is getting triggered up with the aspect of Jupiter, Mars. And can you see all the grahas are actually activating Virgo sign, not the Pisces sign. So that is why this is called the cosmic reset, which is happening. So in the 7th house, it is the time when you will be working on your relationship, how your marriages, how your relationships with others are, how your business is. So some kind of unexpected way of looking at things is can happen. So you will evolve in those areas. Maybe you don't want this relationship, you want to just break away from this. So this is the time you will get that solution to it also, maybe in your favor, or maybe this is going to be a good thing which is coming your way. So deep assessment of personal identity and needs in partnership is required now. And definitely you are going to be having some new ideas also about, or maybe you'll be traveling, you're going to be getting more involved in the spiritual realms of life now. Okay. And maybe you go solo, you don't want anybody around you with Ketu in the 7th house, or maybe with your partner this can happen, with the others, as in. Also we have to check the condition of your 9th house, because you have Jupiter's aspect as well as Rahu's aspect on your 9th house. So 9th house will make you get involved in the spiritual breakthroughs, educational shifts will happen, travels will happen. Maybe you're going to be starting some new learnings, and you are going to be upskilling yourself, you're going to go overseas places, and you're going to be also traveling for work, education, maybe publishing work is going on, teaching, writing, connecting with the gurus. You're just taking journeys for the spiritual pursuits, pilgrimages, all that can happen. Something very out of the box kind of a situation. If maybe you are Hindu, you're following Catholic, the Christianity, or you're Sikh, you're Sikhism, you're following Muslim. So all these the shift of energies can happen. Also in the 10th house, which is getting triggered up with the Mars aspect, also with the Saturn's aspect on the Sagittarius sign. Now this might just be the time when you will feel there is a lot of workload that you have to handle. Bosses have changed, people are playing politics at the workplace, and they're just coming and backstabbing you. Work-life balance is very crucial, you're not able to manage that. These kinds of energies might play out. Good time for purchasing of property, good time to handle the or getting the clarity on your life path also, with the Saturn and Mars aspect here. Take care of your feet region, shin region, calf region. You might just have some bodily pains there. So take good care of all those areas as well. Also, your 11th house is getting triggered up with this Jupiter, Ketu, and Mars looking here. So a lot of energy on the 11th house. Some friendships may dissolve, and new friendships might just trigger also. Some new relationship, new friendship, new meeting of new people, during this time. Something to do with starting and something to do with the end is going to also take place. Sorry, the chat just closed somehow. And also there is, like, it's a karmic shift which is happening. With Mars and Ketu looking at a particular zone means there is a very charged up energy here. So take good care of your investments. Do not get carried away and just keep on investing left, right, and center. Avoid risky investments during this time. You might just incur losses, because Mars is looking at its exalted place, so you can be very impulsive also here. And this might just be a good time period for personal expansion, new opportunities. Use your wisdom if you have to deal with any person or any investments, if you have to go through, if you have to build on. So you need to take the advice of a banker or your investment people who you trust on, rather than just taking decisions yourself. So this is what is going to be for all the 12 ascendants and moon sign and the dasha sign wise predictions that I did. So thank you again for being here and being a big time support for me and my family. You really have helped me sail through this big loss, seriously. But keep praying for my dad. He's still in the hospital, so I need your prayers. I really need your prayers for that. And I want, everything to be really very peaceful, for him also. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Happy Holi to everyone. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.